I don't know who needs to hear this, but this photo right here, this is the best philosophy on life. And I know it looks stupid. This guy is trying to lift something that's 500, 600 kgs. Obviously, he's not going to make it. But the philosophy goes beyond that. Whether he succeeded or he failed, he definitely succeeded. But the philosophy goes beyond that. It's about trying your best. It's about leaning beyond your edge, doing more than you think you can do. And I know there's going to be someone in the comments who's like, if you lift that much, it can lead to injury. Shut up. Like, shut up. You're thinking about it too much. It probably sounds stupid, but genuinely, this photo is the best philosophy to have on life because it leads to the most growth. The first reason why this philosophy is the best one to have in life is because it leads to more growth, right? Legend has it that this guy actually lifted the weights. He actually did lift it there for 12 reps. Why? Because he kept on trying. He didn't have any other weights. He just had that weight. And he just kept on trying. He kept on trying. He probably failed the first 3 times. But then on the 4th time, he lifted it up. Only for 1 rep. Then the next times, it was 2 reps, 3 reps, and then eventually he got to 12. Did 3 sets of 12 for that weight. I know that guy is my uncle. But seriously, it does lead to more growth because when you do things that are a bit out of your reach, that you don't know whether you can do, it challenges you, it shows you what you need to do, right? In an odd way, failure always leads to success because when you fail, you see that, okay, this is what I need to do to succeed, right? When you fail that weight in the gym, sometimes my max bench press is 120 kgs. Sometimes I'll just get 130 kgs. I'll just try. And I'll fail. But it reminds me of how much work that I need to do to be able to even get to 130 kgs, right? Some of you are living within your means. I'm not even talking about money. Like some of you, you exceed effort within your means. You don't try hard. You don't even push your intellect. You don't read new books. You just live within your means. Right? But the sad thing is you develop those means when you're 14. So you're living within your 14-year-old means. You need to push yourself. You need to do things that you know that at the back of your mind, you know, okay, I'm probably going to fail. Why? Because failure always leads to success. Because when you fail, you will know the reason why you failed. And it's better to know the reason why you failed than to not try at all. Right? Failure is actually, it's the key ingredient to living a successful life. People will get into relationships, right? And let's say after 2 years it fails and they're like, I wasted 2 years of my life. No, you didn't waste 2 years of your life. You learned what you like, what you don't like. You learned how to react when someone triggers you, whatever. And now for your next relationship, you're going to be better. Obviously, now you can't get into 30 relationships and be like, I'm going to be better for the next one. Eventually, you have to be like, okay, there's a problem here. Is there ever too many relationships? I don't know, but that's my thoughts. Like, you have 3, 4, whatever, you're getting better for your next one. But now, once you start getting into the 10s, the 20s, the 30s of relationships, what relationship are you getting better for? These aren't relationships. These are 3-day trials. The second reason why this philosophy is genuinely the best philosophy to have on earth is because it makes you more courageous, right? It's weird that the more you fail, the more confident you get. Because eventually failure doesn't faze you. So if failure doesn't faze you, all you have to gain in a situation is to win. Like, quite frankly, look at my YouTube videos or look at my YouTube channel. There's about, as you're watching this, there's 830 something subscribers, right? I have posted so many videos I didn't do well. So many videos where my friends were like, you know what? This was not your best work. Right? Even though I thought it was my best, I'll be trying and then it just doesn't work. So it's gotten to the point where I've failed so much that I actually don't care. And I'm actually so confident to try that new thing, to try push beyond, to try this new concept that people might not like. And that's what happens when you constantly try and lift up that weight. Eventually you just don't care about failing anymore. Eventually, you don't care. One of the biggest problems of young men is that they're scared to talk to women, right? And I have this friend, I'm not going to name him because that'll ruin things. But I have this friend, right? When I say that this guy doesn't rest when it comes to women, I promise you, he doesn't rest. Every day there's something new and you're just like, Zim, there's 14 million people, but genuinely I think he's exhausting the population. Genuinely, that's how bad it is. This guy, he's failed the most. He has gone into situations and they haven't come out as he wanted them to. He's done that more than anyone else, but I'll have you know that he's better than everyone else. So in life, to get better than everyone else at something, I'm not trying to say that you need to be like my friend. I actually advise against it. But anyways, in life, to get better at things, you have to try, you have to push, you have to do things where it's like, I'm probably going to fail, but you just try anyways so that you can tell yourself that you tried. Because I think the worst thing is to die knowing that you didn't try past your limits. Like imagine if you were to die and you know that, I didn't work as hard as I can. You know what, I didn't even push as hard as I can in gym. Like there was no session where I truly pushed. You know what, I didn't even challenge myself and go talk to that person that I was scared of. Imagine dying knowing that you lived within your means, right? The extremes would have been here. Like this is what you would have been able to do. But you died doing this. The third and final reason why this philosophy is the best philosophy in life is because it makes you stronger. It makes you stronger than anything else. Like, in gym, right, they say the healthiest way to do things, the healthiest way to improve your strength is to progressively overload. I agree that is the healthiest way. But the people who I know are the strongest, they do not progressively overload. They don't use perfect form. I'm going to shout out Gielen and Mapani here. These guys, they'll get a weight that they shouldn't be lifting and they'll just start pushing it, whether 3, 4, 5 reps, right? And now look at them. My bench press is 120. I think Gielen is pushing 170. Mapani, I don't know, 150. I don't know what Mapani is pushing. I just know it's like at least 140. Maybe even 150. When you do this ego lifting, it's like you're handling a bit more than you should be able to handle. But the thing is, over time, it becomes something that you can handle. I was watching this TikTok the other day, and the guy was saying that people think the wrong way about, let's say, having children. Like, this is not advice. I'm not telling you to have children, but they think the wrong way. They will say that I don't have enough money to raise a child. But he essentially said is that when you get that child, you will have enough money. Why? Because now you have more responsibility. So the point I'm trying to get to here is sometimes you have to put a bit more on your plate than you think you can handle. Because right now you can't handle it. But once it's on your plate, you're forced to handle it. Right? And now look at how, because you put a bit more on your plate, now you can handle a bit more. Now you become more equipped. You become stronger. You become more resilient because you pushed yourself. So please, if you're going to take any message from this video, the message is that you have to be like this guy. Sometimes you have to try lift a weight that you know you will never be able to lift. You have to challenge yourself. You have to push beyond your limits every single day. To truly become limitless isn't to say that you have no limit, but to become limitless is to increase that limit every single day. So now if you're increasing that limit every single day, you become limitless because it's just like it keeps on going up, it keeps on going up. Your limit goes as high as you want it to go. Until you die, of course, but anyways.